We are tonight's entertainment.
Hey guys, Ace Maverick here. Welcome to a Marvel Rivals hero tier list. In the comments down below, I want to hear what you guys think of every hero. Your mains, your dislikes, ones you want to improve on. Let me know. I read all comments. I appreciate long comments. I would love to hear you guys' feedback. So, disclaimer, this is my opinion. I respect all opinions. Let's dive in. Keep that in mind. We're going to rank all the heroes. I have learned all the heroes. Though I haven't played the majority, I do have game sense of the heroes I have played with. I've seen other people play the heroes that I think were weak, so I know everyone's potential. So here we go. Adam Warlock. You gotta... This is a spicy one. I don't know if he's F tier or D tier. I mean, the fact that he can res, that's good, but I feel like he is so slow. Either maybe one ability, give him another ability, or swap an ability that gives him movement buff. He just feels too slow. I mean, even all my healers, I play him in the back lines, and even then, he's just. I mean, I guess you can res, but it's just like. I guess that's the only thing that has him hanging from being an F tier. I think he's low D tier. The only fact that you can res is what's saving you from being an F tier. Hot take. Let me know. I don't know. Play him in the back lines. He's just slow. I don't know what you do. Let me know how I can improve with him, but that's it. Adam Warlock. I don't know. Black Panther. I almost want to rank all the melee characters the same tier. That might be a hot take, because when I learned Black Panther, my first match, the enemy team was so close together, I had no clue how to approach. Yes, you could throw his spears, but okay, they got a healer. There you go. That damage did nothing. So I feel like if the team isn't split, he can't really do anything. Yes, he has a combo where you can kind of get in, get out type vibe. And I think every melee character can do that. We'll get to the others eventually. But Black Panther, it's a hot take, but I feel like they're almost F tier, maybe D tier. I guess the potential of something that I'm missing, I'll put him in D tier. I almost want to put all the melee characters in D, but we'll see. Because the fact that if they stay close together, you can't do nothing, you can't approach, sucks to suck. I don't know, that's just how I feel. Let me know, give me feedback, guys. I would love to improve it. This is how I feel so far. Doctor Strange as a tank. Basically Reinhardt from Overwatch. You got the shield. You've probably been seeing it too. The portal play where they put one portal, the first portal kind of up, so when they drop down, it's gonna bring them to their death, and then put the other portal at their spawn, the door spawn. I feel like they're gonna patch this, but when they come through, they die. Almost no one could probably recover from that. It's also got that kind of, after doing damage, you can kind of small AoE, but like, I don't know what you want to call it. You can just freaking and in a little AoE, he can release his damage. Then the Eye of Agamotto, I almost want to say A tier. I think he's pretty good tank. Next up, we got Groot. When I first started, I learned him. I didn't like him, but now I came back and okay, I apologize, Groot. You're actually pretty good. The walls, you could give him extra health. You could block people in. Although if they fly or climb, it kind of doesn't really matter much. Walls that can attack other people, block them in. Walls that can give him extra health, and it's just a bigger wall, so you could block some characters in. Decent damage, primary damage, but he's a tank. And his Groot, and his fungal bomb, that's okay. Nothing too big. Curious if they're gonna buff that. And his ult, I think he's overall pretty good as well. I think I want to say A tier. Is he better than Doctor Strange? I don't know if I'll do tiebreakers. Maybe for the top of the top and the worst. Hela. I've seen people put Hela top tier. If you can hit your shots, she's pretty dang good with the primary. Decent escape ability if you use it for escape, her crow. The multiple swords that can puncture and then after a while explode, pretty good. Ult's pretty good. I don't see no one ever try to shut her down, because you could shut her down, but it takes 1,000. She has 1,000 health when she's up there. And even if you knock her out of the air, she doesn't die. And she has another ability, I'm blanking on what it is. She's got other team ups and stuff too. Do I put it S tier? I mean, she's pretty strong. think I'm putting her in S tier. She's pretty strong. Hela's strong. Yeah, I'll put her there. Bruce Banner, Hulk, Monster Hulk. People say he sucks. What? What are you talking about? I guess everyone's opinion. I mean, like I said, what you think? My D and F tiers or C tier or any controversial opinions. Tell me how I can improve because I want to improve. I see some dudes say Bruce Banner or Hulk is the worst pick, but my opinion, you do got to be close to your allies. We could give them a shield. You can clap, so then if you aim right, lands on an enemy, you can root them or have they're immobilized. You kind of rush in on them. He does have an escape where he can jump away if he has to, but it's kind of, it takes a while to ramp up, so it's kind of, can you really pull? Yeah, I guess you gotta, if you're gonna escape, you gotta escape a bit, plan it ahead early. Ultimate, this man, I just seen a Mythbusters. Iron Man's ult could take everyone out except for Hulk when he's in the monster form, which is pretty crazy. I think Bruce Banner is A tier, solid A tier. The man is a menace. The man is he's a beast. He's a monster. Enough said. Iron Man. Sheesh. I don't know, A or S tier. He's so easy to play. He play him like a fly. I always compare it to compare him to a fly because you want to be in that air and just be a bug to the people from the sky. Do I put him S tier? I think I want to put him S tier. The ultimate's so good if you can get it. He can escape if he has to. I don't know. I think he's S tier. It's dumb, easy to play. And we'll get to someone else who everyone's saying, no dumb skill, no skill it takes to play her. We'll get to her. Jeff. Everyone says this guy's the devil. Jeff. He's good, but I question, is he a good healer? Let me know what you think, because I don't know if he's like half and half with his primary, where he spits water. I feel like, I guess it depends on your teammate if they retreat back to you and you heal them. But I don't know if that heals fast enough. His bubbles are good. He is really good with his fin ability, where he goes under. I'm surprised that didn't have a cooldown. He can use that whenever he wants. Get in, get out. Perfect to line up your ult. Kind of come from the walls, come from the side, come back from around, and then raw, or what do you say? It just sounds like he's like ready to munch the sound he makes. One of my friends hates the sounds he makes. Let me know what you guys think. I think he's cute. I like him. Jeff the Land Shark. His ultimate, I don't know who first thought of that, because when I used his ultimate, I just thought, okay, spit my allies towards their side, and then also prep them up. Okay, now I'm going to spit one guy each individually before my timer runs out towards you guys and just obliterate whoever I spit out. But no, you could do the suicide way, or if you know who you swallowed can't wall climb, fly, or any way to get up to you, spit them out, or just do the suicide Jeff, which I think every map, I don't know if every map you can pull that off, but A tier. Some would put him in S tier. I don't know. If you got some, it just depends on your team. Some people just, you've got an Iron Man who's just in the sky. You can't reach him with this guy. He's a controversial thing. How about make his secondary, which is when he spits, make that heal too, kind of like Luna Snow. Her attacks heal and damage at the same time, depending on who you aim at. Let me know what you think about that with Jeff. His secondary attack can heal as well. I think that would help for players who are in the skies and all that. So I think I'm gonna give him A tier. He's close to S, but I don't know, just something about, I don't know if he can dish out. Maybe it's my experience, but just the heals doesn't dish out as fast. That's just me. Loki. He's not okay. He's a 4. I keep thinking he's a 5-star. He's a 4-star. If you could manage your clones, you can easily escape. If you manage your clones, you can easily damage anyone with the clones. You can easily heal anyone with the clones. Just manage your clones. His kind of cloak ability, pun intended, cloak. You gotta time that right, because if you're like face to face, they're gonna definitely predict where you are and attack you. But I'm not sure if it's like Wanda, where you can see an orb. I don't think anyone can see anything with Loki right when you vanish. But Loki, good ultimate too, really good ultimate. but you kind of have to say bye-bye to the team with heals while you do your ultimates. You kind of have to pull that off quick. I almost want to put him S tier because of his ultimate. I think that I might be going too high, but I'm putting him S tier mainly because that ultimate is just the cherry on top. Manage your clones. You can snap finger to get out, even though he is slow. If you have like one clone in the back alley, you can get back there pretty well. But yeah. But if the enemy team really focuses your clones, I don't know how I feel about that. I just realized my face cam might be a bit up. I'm not sure. Blocking the S. Sorry about that. S tier. S tier. Luna Snow. She's one of the first ones I learned, but then I don't know if maybe it's just me. Let me know what you guys think. But when you play Luna Snow and then you switch to Mantis, there's like a left brain, right brain moment. Like, it hurt. Her left click. I play on PC. Her left click heals and attacks, but then wait, no, that's not the same for Mantis. You got to right click to give him the healing leaf. So it kind of messes me. But good ultimate. You can kill her in the ultimate, but everyone has to target your head, and that's pretty damn impossible. I don't know. Ultimate's really good. Is there healing? I feel like her healing may not be that fast like Jeff. Ultimate's really good. She can move around pretty decent. And she can carry her own too. She can, if anyone pressures you, you can, I think, freeze them or root them. Then buff yourself, and then she claps, which does more damage, more healing. I'm gonna give her the low A tier. Almost feels like a B tier, but yeah. Magik. Okay, here we go. So I learned Magik. I don't like Magik, but I've seen the damage that people have done. She's like B or C tier. She's another melee character, but she's actually kind of decent. I can't think of if she can escape easily or not. I think she can. I'm gonna give her B tier. I don't have much to say on her. Let me know. Magik mains, let me know. Next up, Magneto. I've heard people say they struggle against him, and then when I play him, I think his cooldowns are too high. People talk about the Wanda combo. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm going individual. I guess they're potential. They're the best potential they can get. Magneto. His cooldowns seem too high for a tank. He has that shield, but Doctor Strange has a bigger shield, and that lasts way longer. And he's super slow. I feel like he's definitely in need of a movement buff, cooldown buff, or cooldown reduction. He just seems too slow. He needs some buffs. Do I dare put him D tier? He can mop the floor. I seen a comment. It's pretty true. It's coming to mind. He can't be your primary tank, and that's true. But the games I get, there's always one tank. Always one. I never see two tanks. I'm gonna say D tier. Let me know how I can improve with Magneto. But that's how I feel about him. I think he's one that needs to get some buffs and stuff. And I might do a separate video with who needs buffs and nerfs and all that. So next up, Mantis. She's one of my main picks. You could buff your team. I don't know, S tier? The only thing, she can't really escape, but if anyone pressures you, put them to sleep, walk away, or put them to sleep, buff yourself, and then aim to the head. You could most likely kill whoever pressures you, depending on who pressures. Good ultimate. She probably could be killed in her ultimate. I've never been killed when I did her ultimate, but if people want you dead, I'm pretty sure they could probably do it. You can buff others. You could buff yourself. You could put anyone that pressures you to sleep. Heals are pretty good. I'm going to say S tier. She's consistent. She's really good. She's one of the best healers. Maybe the best. All right, next up, Namor. He's different. You can basically put up these turrets, which are squirrels. We'll get to her later. Which are... is she even on? Oh, she is. Okay. You put these squirrels that are like... no, squids that are like turrets. And depending if you get a headshot or land another ability, they go frenzy mode. His ultimate... Yeah, I never see Namor get picked that often. I think he's maybe a sleeper. You just have to hit your shots. He could be indestructible for about 3 seconds, and you can adjust kind of where you want to go, position yourself. I don't know how I feel about him. I feel like that not a lot of people pick him. We got to see more potential out of him. I'm going to give him B tier for now. Yeah, let me know. Penny Parker. Some say if you learn her right, she's top tier. Best tank in the game. Like, what? But when I learn her, it seems like she plays more for herself. She's pretty slow. Honestly, she's probably the most annoying character to play as. Maybe Jeff, if you don't like his sounds either. But Penny's just But basically movement in your webs. So I feel like she's good in the is it Conquest? Basically the mode where you got to move the payload, move the objective. I feel like she's good in that mode. Her little, what do you want to call that? That little thing that spreads a big web and tons of landmines and little spiders. That's her best thing. Her ultimate, I don't know, the little, do you really attack anyone with? I feel like that needs to be faster. It just like that's way too slow. Her, was it tendrils, or I don't know what they got, not tentacles, but the mandrels, or I don't know what you want to call that. Then she could place mines. I don't know. Hot take, but I think she's average. Nah, she's not average. She can buff herself up and be better at tank in there. I say B tier. I don't know. Let me know how I can improve with her. I feel like someone's gonna call me out. Penny Parker main's gonna say, no, she's at least S tier or something. I don't know. Maybe it's something I'm missing. Like I said, give me feedback. Next up, I was about to say Destroyer. Punisher. The Call of Duty pick. The Call of Duty guy. Solid character, easy to learn. Ultimate's freaking crazy. He is just a solid overall pick. I think he's good. If you gotta get somewhere, I don't know if you can use it much of as an escape if it's that quick, but his zip line. I wish his allies could use that, but I don't think they can. Maybe there's a team up that can. I don't know, like Winter Soldier or something. Just solid guy, solid DPS. A tier. Not much to say. Okay, Rocket Raccoon. This is another thing where I was talking about who needs buffs and nerfs. D tier at best. I mean, he can res one guy. He can buff the team. I think he's more of a buffer than a healer. But someone talked to me. They said, no, in this game, the supports are more of a support. They're not really meant to be a healer. Like, what? I don't know how I feel about that. Again, this is like Magneto. He can't be your primary healer. He cannot. He's more of a buffer. But his buffs are good. His primary gun's good. But he can't. I wish they would buff his healing in some way. If you buff his healing, B tier, A tier around there, I would say. But for now, D tier, he's just, I don't know. I want to see more from him. I see the potential, but I hope that they buff him and all that. Let me know what you think of Rocket Raccoon. I want to know on that one. And Adam, because these two need buffs for sure. You know, it's almost like a D tier all needs buffs, but with him, it's melee characters are tricky. Because if the team stays together, how do you approach? They're just going to mow you down. So I don't know. Scarlet Witch. All right, we're talking about dumb easy. She's one of my favorites, maybe because she's dumb easy. But this chick, I get the best out of her. Homegirl can disappear. Though you can see the orb, she could disappear twice. I feel like they're going to nerf that. Her attack, just freaking, just aim. Take the life out of them. And she can also do big damage with kind of the sniper shot. I don't know what you want to call it. You know what I'm talking about, the right click where she can shoot. But her ultimate's pretty bad. It's almost like you can't ult when all five of them are there. You kind of have to ult when there's 3 or they're all distracted or something. Maybe Groot. Now Groot would just root them. They could still look at you and shoot you. So you can get shut down. I gotta look at other ways to to do her ult. I gotta improve on her ult. But do I want to say S tier though? I guess since she's dumb easy. Okay, I think I'm being biased, so I think I'll say A tier. But I could be wrong. I'm gonna say A tier. I'm trying not to be biased, even though I love her. I do feel like she's A tier though, not S tier. Spider-Man. The man can zip, zap. He can zip and glide anywhere as he pleases. I heard he's S tier. I haven't seen much from him, but I have learned him. combo character. Decent ultimate. Almost like Scarlet Witch, so you kind of have to pull it off when everyone's distracted or there's maybe 3 or so on the team. He's almost S tier because of his webbing. Just web around. Combos. But he also is a melee character. But the fact that he can really get out if he wants to is pretty good. So he's probably the best melee character, dare I say. I'm going to say A tier. I could be wrong. I'm open to feedback. Let me know. But A tier guaranteed. He don't go lower. I would say that. So he's either A or S. Star-Lord, basically Tracer. I didn't care for him, but he's like A or B tier. I don't know how to feel. B tier for now, but I'm open to change him higher. Let me know. Storm. All right, Storm is another character that needs. I think she's at. I guess be controversial. We're gonna get to some F tier characters. Storm is too slow. I know her. I learned her. I know what you gotta do, but she's too slow. She needs a movement buff. But some people are saying, trust me, you don't want that buff. But it's like, I don't know. I think I do. Maybe I do. But I don't know. She's too slow, man. But I will say, is it the left shift? And you have the lightning equipped, the lightning one equipped. She kind of like Doctor Strange in a sense. If you know the ability I'm talking about, you just get close and just release like power is what it look like they both do. I love doing that move. It's pretty satisfying. But she's so slow. Damage is decent. She can do so much better. You got to buff her. That's just hot take. Hot take. I know it is. But yeah. And here's another hot take. Thor. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but he seems more of a solo tank, or more of a DPS than a tank. He doesn't really. I get some people say some tanks don't put up a shield for the whole team or give a buff for the whole team. Thor kind of does his own thing, so he's a different type of tank, I guess, and he can buff his health, but I don't see it. Let me know. I'm willing to take him out, but just let me know how the best to play him. Even then, I have played him. I don't like him, but truly, I'm trying to be, as I was unbiased with Scarlet Witch, take her out of S tier. I'm willing to hear feedback, but for now, he's F tier. Thor. Well, okay, maybe not. He's got some. He could do big damage. Good ult. I'll give him low D, but I'm willing to improve him up. I've seen people put him in like S tier. Like what am I doing wrong? Let me know in the comments. Venom. Yeah, checking the time. I'm trying to make this one quick. Venom, solid. He's like Punisher. So another solid pick, solid tank. Can move around, escape if he has to. Buff himself. If people want to stick around and find out type ability, they're going to find out. Take some damage. Ultimate, though, is kind of weak. I guess you gotta, if someone's trying to run away, you can try and snatch him up. But it's kind of, doesn't it just knock him in the air? So I guess that could kind of helps a bit. Some characters that can't really escape as easy. I think he's solid. Solid A tier. Next up, Captain America. I recently learned him, and he's another solid pick. The shield can get in people's faces if you want to. Can somewhat escape. Ultimate's okay. Some people trash on his ultimate. I think it's decent. I think he's another decent pick. Another decent tank to have on the team. Bucky Barnes. All right, when I learned Bucky Barnes, I was hooked. But I am not the type of guy. I will humble myself and not pick him unless I want to practice. And I'm willing to admit I can't hit my shots, so I can't bring him to his full potential. But he is so addicting and cool to play. I love the voice actor. Out of all the voice actors, I really like him. He stands out the most to me. The ultimate's crazy. If you could combo, shoot 2 bullets, do an ability, your gun's automatically reloaded. There's a passive of his. Decent, not much of an escape, but his uppercut ability, if you have to escape. He's more kind of mid-back in the back lines for positioning. But he can get crazy. I say A tier. Moon Knight. Haven't messed with him too much. I learned him though. It's all about those anks. Is that what it's called? Those little anks. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's basically bouncing Betty. You know, you got to bounce everything's gonna bounce together. I heard people say his ultimate's trash. I think I like the sound effect of it, but I don't know how it is with damage. I think he's solid. He's another solid pick. You know, I just realized Rivals kind of has, at least in my take, a lot of, you know, S, A tier, solid, you know, they can do good things. Then you got others that can maybe get buffs, so you're close to a good, dare I say, perfect roster. Well, nothing's perfect, but a good roster, in my opinion. Psylocke. Dude, she's gonna get a nerf. And Psylocke also has skin. She's got a skin. I'm just joking. But Psylocke, holy cow, this chick is in and out, take people out. She's gonna get nerfed, I guarantee it. I'm surprised if she doesn't. Solid freaking character, solid pick. So good, so freaking good. Hawkeye, I don't like him, but sheesh, people put work on him. I'm gonna say A tier. Give me feedback. I almost want to put him S tier, but I don't know too much. I mean, like I said, I learned all these characters, but I can't hit my shots. But I'll admit, solid A tier. Could be S tier. Homeboy's cracked. Enough said. And enough said. Speaking of enough said, bub. Wolverine. Again, these melee characters, I don't know. Some say he's top tier. Again, maybe it's just the first experience when I learned Black Panther, jumped into a match, played him, the whole team stuck together. I couldn't even approach him. What do you do? What do you do when the whole team is together and they mow you down if you try to come in? I mean, people said, they said mainly with Wolverine, it's all about timing. So I don't know. It's all about timing and when to strike in. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I'm going to say D tier. I don't know. He can kind of escape. We can use one of your abilities to escape, but you'd rather use that ability to come dive in. It's the one where he rages and freaking FNAF 2 Withered Foxy jump scare type of jump. Then you're raged. I think it's the E if you're on PC. But the one where he's basically looking like this and he dives at you. You mainly do that to come in, not really come out. If you do the basic slash one to come out, it's not that far to escape. Like I said, we'll get to him when we get to him. But I think all melee characters D tier if the team sticks together. If they don't stick together, Homeboy's probably A tier. Black Panther A tier. Wolverine probably S tier. If they don't stick together. But the fact that if the team sticks together, you're screwed. Squirrel Girl. Another simple pick. If you can hit your shots. I think she's solid A tier. Maybe B tier though. Nah, I think B tier. Let me know. Maybe the Squirrel Girl is going to come at me. But let me know. I think a whole bunch of squirrels just knocked on my door. Yeah, the squirrel mob's coming for me for putting her in B tier, but I'm willing to put her A tier. Let me know. Give me feedback. Iron Fist. Everyone's saying he's broken, but he's another melee character. But he can escape pretty... Again, if the whole team's together, you can't do nothing. What are you going to do? So I don't know. Okay, if the team don't stick together, S tier. For sure S tier. But if they do stick together, maybe C tier. You know what? I'm going to put all the melee. I'm going to put them in C to me as average. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. And then room for improvement. But again, what do you do, guys? Let me know. When the team is together, you can't approach. Scarlet Witch. I've heard a good feedback on her where you should be able to zoom in with the scope. That would be pretty good. Until then, you have to be a CSGO top 100 in the world with a sniper to get headshots in this game. I feel like everyone's head's so small. Jeff's head's pretty big. Who else has a big head? Isn't there someone that turns... No. Even Hulk's head's kind of small. But if you can hit your shots, probably S or A tier. But with her, maybe B tier, A tier? I don't know. It depends on the player. But if you're like me, you know, I can't hit headshots, but I'll hit shots. You'll definitely be weakening the team. But then they have a medic, so I don't know how you do on that. Or batons. Come on, who's going to use those? I don't even know if they do enough damage. But yeah, I think B tier is okay for now. And then the last one, talk about a character I want to love but I feel like they're so weak. But I feel like I've seen numbers on other people where they heal a lot. I guess it just depends on your team. My team just be pushing. Where's my healer? But they're in the freaking enemy spawn point. It's like, what do you want me to do? But you can't really escape with Cloak and Dagger. From my experience, I want to say C tier, almost D tier. I feel like they're one of the weakest ones, but that's just my take. Maybe it depends on my team. I feel like she's like Magneto too. Her cooldown's got to be come down a little lower, in my opinion. And if your team is really in need of heals, you can't really pull a Cloak out because you're too busy healing. So I don't know. What if you switch to Cloak and you deal damage or you affect with any of your abilities, that lowers the cooldown of Dagger? That would be interesting. You know, it's a character I want to love, but I don't know. Maybe it's my team because I've seen the numbers on other people's team, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to try them out. I'll say C tier for now. And that is the Marvel Rivals tier list. Let me know. I want to know your feedback. I want to know where can I improve with certain characters. Some characters I don't want to touch, but I'll admit. So like Hawkeye, I'll never come to. Winter Soldier, if I really, really want to practice and hit my shots, I'll dive into him. Magik, I just can't like her. I don't know. The melee characters, the melee problem, let me know. But yeah, that is my tier list. Storm, I feel bad for Storm. She's the only F tier. Well, Adam Warlock's close, but he's lucky he can res. Even then, that's kind of hard to pull off, but I'm just going to leave it at this. So, yeah, that is the tier list. Let me know what you guys think. When it comes to Marvel Rivals content, I'm covering all of it. Gameplay, when dev notes come out, we'll read those, react to those, see if curious how they listen to feedback. We have yet to see that, but we'll see. But Marvel Rivals, all Marvel Rivals coming here, baby. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the future videos to come. Peace out.